In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly why I believe that Bitcoin has made its final top for this cycle, and that means a big retracement for Bitcoin. And I'm also going to explain to you why there's one final rally left in altcoins. So let's start off by looking into Bitcoin's 4-year cycle, and I'll show you why I believe that Bitcoin has hit its final top for this cycle, and it's going to do a big retracement. And then we're going to use the same cycle in Bitcoin dominance and altcoins just to show that there's still actually one more rally left in altcoins. So let's just start off by drawing in the cycle. And I'm going to start in 2017 and end 4 years later in 21. Now we have 4 years in each line. Now I'm going to move the 4-year beginning to this bottom right here in this cycle. You see how that correlates with the bottom in this cycle, meaning that we're going to have a bottom somewhere around this line, right? So now I'm going to just show you that actually the way that it moves is similar in this cycle and this cycle. So that can help us predict what's going to happen next. Now, let me just show you. I'm going to use the Elliott impulse wave, not because we're going to look into Elliott, but because it's just easier for me to explain my thinking. So let's just start up by drawing. So we have this cycle bottom, then we go up here, down, up, down, up. And I'm going to show you that in this cycle we have the same movements. So we start down here, we go up here, down, up, down, up. See, we are in the second high here and the same over here. Now, let's continue. We'll go down, up, and let's just go all the way down. We have the same movement over here. We're gonna go down, up, and down. So it moves exactly the same way. And that tells me that this is the last top for this cycle that we're in, because this was the last top for that cycle. So what's going to happen next is that we're going to use this cycle in alts and Bitcoin dominance to tell us the direction, because now we actually know the direction of Bitcoin. We know it's going to go down. So I'll just remove these lines here. So now we're going to focus on the previous cycle top and the current cycle top, because we want to synchronize the cycle, because we're going to use that when we go into Bitcoin dominance and altcoins. So what I want to do is just look at how similar they are first. You can see we have these 2 wicks and we have these 2 wicks, and I'm going to synchronize so that we are going to end up with the cycle at the end of the current cycle we're in. And I'll find the same place here in the previous cycle. So I'll move this to this wick and I'll just count 1, 2, 3. And I will do the same over here. 1, 2, 3. So we are in the same place. And now we're going to use this in a multi-layer layout. So if we look at the chart in the top, we have Bitcoin, the chart we've just been looking at. The chart in the middle is market cap Bitcoin dominance. And what that shows us is how dominant is Bitcoin against all cryptocurrency, meaning that right now we are at a 58% dominant with Bitcoins, comparing it to all cryptocurrency. And the chart in the bottom is the ratio total market cap excluding Bitcoins, Ethereum, and stablecoin. That means that what we are looking at here is the movement of all altcoins except Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoin. So this represents altcoins. And normally when market Bitcoin dominance goes down, then altcoins goes up. And that is actually how it works. So now what we're gonna look into is what's gonna happen to altcoins and Bitcoin and dominance. And as you can see, we have the cycle line I brought up before on Bitcoin, and I have synchronized it with the lines on dominance and market cap. As you can see, the dotted line is exactly in the same place and exactly in the same place up here as well. So I'm just gonna kind of zoom in a little bit. There we go. So what we're going to do now is try to predict out from the previous cycle movements what's going to happen going forward. And we're going to use the bar patterns to do this. But before we do it, I think I'll go down into the daily chart. And we'll find the area here. And let me just show you what we'll do. I will then find the line, and I'll just put it to the bottom of the last Bitcoin cycle, and I will do the same for the other charts as well. So we start here and we go to here, and I'll do the same for this one. There we go. Now I'll go back to week chart, and we will take the pattern here and move it to the end. And now we start to kind of see how will we move going forward. And let's just go to the daily. And let's zoom in on Bitcoin, or zoom out, so we can see the direction. So as predicted in the Bitcoin charts we looked at before when looking into cycles, we're going to move down. And it seems like that's the direction we're going to go. If we look into dominance, we are still continuing to go further down, and that's good if you are looking to get into altcoins, because as you can see, altcoins is going to go up, and that kind of supports what many believe is that we need one final leg up in altcoins, one rally before the cycle ends, or this, let's say, alt season ends. So we're gonna go into alt season, I think, and we're gonna have one last leg up. And I'm gonna get into altcoins now, trying to get into this move up. And most importantly is October. You can see it's very important to get out in time. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's my thinking. One last important thing before I end this video. I believe that this cycle and the previous cycle, they correlate in the direction that they move within the time frame. But how much they move, that is something else. And I just want you to remember that you can't see what I've shown you and say, okay, it's going to move up that much. We don't know. We only know the direction. If we believe that the previous cycle and the current cycle correlate. And that's it. That's just what I wanted to finish off with. So guys, if you like the content, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Bye.